Peace, guys. So today I want to share some tips and practices you could utilize for this full moon to tap into that energy of release and fullness. Tip number one is a spiritual bath. A spiritual bath is a bath that is set with specific intentions. So, since it's a full moon, there will be an intention of releasing or for mental clarity or just allowing yourself to reverence in the fullness and receive. With a spiritual bath, one tip is to use salt. Salt is a energy cleansing agent. So you can either use pink Himalayan sea salt, you can use Epsom salt, you can reuse Mediterranean Dead Sea salt. Whatever you choose to use, just add salt into your bath water. You can also use herbs, and I highly recommend you put the herbs inside a mesh bag or like a disposable tea bag or something like that to make the cleanup less heinous, easier cleanup when you're done with the bath. And the type of herbs you want to use depends on your intentions you are setting. But it can be the herbs that you already have in your home that you use to cook with. Like thyme and rosemary, basil. You can also use, saffron, chamomile. It just depends on whatever your intentions is. But I highly recommend after you put the herbs inside the bag that you take a moment and you set the intentions with the herbs in your hand in the bag in your hand and pray over it, speak over it, or what you are expecting to receive from this bath or from these herbs before you put it inside the water. And when I do spiritual baths, I like to incorporate all four elements. So, with the herbs and the salt already represent herbs, so you don't have to do no more with that. Or you can even include crystals in the bath or around the bathtub. You can also use candles to represent the element of fire. So you can have it around your tub or outside the tub where you can see the fire burning while you're in the bath. Also, I like to light incense to represent the energy of air, the communication, the mental clarity. So lighted incense, whatever fragrance resonate with you during that time. And of course, the water represents the element of water. Tip number two, another thing you could do is journal. Journal out your thoughts and journal with gratitude. So if you are releasing something, letting go something, this is a great time to journal about it in a happy gratitude state for the time that whatever you're releasing spent. Whatever lesson you learned from with the thing you're releasing, this is a great time to speak of it in a high vibrational state and knowing that, okay, I learned this lesson and I'm happy to move forward and releasing this thing because it no longer serves me and I'm ready to step into this new chapter of my life. Put some high vibrational emotions behind it. Tip three is meditation. Meditate on the moon. You can even visualize the moon getting bigger and bigger and around your aura field, releasing and cleansing that energy. Or you can actually just, whatever you were set with the new moon intentions, allow yourself to visualize that coming to a culmination, allowing yourself to see it growing, whatever feels good for you, but just allow yourself to meditate and release. I also posted a video last night, a meditation that you can also use tonight with this full moon. I will also link it in the description. Another thing you can do is yoga, breath work. Breathe to release. You can use fire breath, you can use just box breathing, alternative nostril breathing. But in your mind, with each inhale, you inhaling new, exhaling out whatever you're releasing. Inhaling, receiving, exhaling, letting go. And when you inhale, allow your belly to expand to the maximum capacity. If you're doing box breathing or any type of deep breathing, try to allow your whole body to receive that oxygen and allow the bloodstream and everything in your body to receive that air and exhale it out the nose. And most of the time when you breathe, it's better to breathe in and out the nose, okay? And last but not least is fire ritual. And with that, you can just take a pen and paper or bay leaves and just take a moment and write out what you are ready to release. You know, write it out just the same way you meditated about it and journaled about it, but this time you're gonna burn it afterwards, which is a symbol of releasing what you had to the ethers. So when you burn it, you use the fire element. You know, the paper element represent the actual earth and transmutation of the earth into the air. So that is a ritual to set in your mind and in your spirit that you are releasing this thing to the ether and trusting going forward that whatever you let go is already gone and already received. Okay, so but before a tip about that, make sure you are using fire safety, which means use a fire safe bulb in an area that is well ventilated. Okay. And I hope those tips help you. If you felt those tips helped you, feel free to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Comment below and let me know if you ever use any of those tips or plan to use any. And let me know which one or if you plan to use them all. Until next time, peace, love, and wellness.